Guys, you don't rest. It's not going to happen. It's not coming. It's not something that's round the corner. There is no checkpoint. There is no... I've played so many video games in my life. I know that the end of the level's coming soon. It has to be the end of the level. Stop looking for the end of the level. Video games and school have trained you into thinking that there's a stop point. There must be a finishing line. There must be an end. There must be a rest period where I can put my feet up and recoup. Guys, that is the journey of being a man, is that men don't rest. It never stops. It's day after day and it doesn't end. Even when you're 80 years old, your daughter and granddaughter are going to message you and be like, we need some help. We need this. Can you come pick us up? The granddaughter got drunk and she's in hospital. Can you go and check on her? Your job doesn't end. It doesn't finish. Even when you're on your deathbed, you have to make sure that your trust is put in order. You have to make sure that the estate planning had been done in advance. You have to make sure that it gets carried out perfectly, that everyone knows what to do and that your funeral is planned. It doesn't stop. It does not stop as a man. From the moment that you turn an actual man, and I'm talking the moment that you turn maybe 25, because everyone says that adulthood for a man is 21. 25 is that first age where it hits you, where you think, I need to get my shit together. This isn't normal. And some people do it sooner, but 25 for a lot of guys is when they go, I need more. I need something. They don't know what it is yet. There's nothing more dangerous than not knowing what you don't know. And that's most guys, is they get to 25 and they know that there's something tickling them in their neck. There's something nagging at them at the back of their heads. And they're just thinking, what is this? What is it? I know I need more. I need something. This can't be it. This can't be life. And it's there, but they can't quite tap into it. They don't quite know what it is. And then it starts to reveal itself over time. When you look for these answers, you find them. You meet certain people. You get dropped certain nuggets. And one day the map reveals itself. Marco Polo, boom. And it clicks. And you just understand how life works. You understand what you're going for, what you're aiming for. Most guys think that one day that stops, that journey. You never really make it. Your job is never done as a man. Do you know one thing that irritates the hell out of me? Guys everywhere complaining that there's double standards with women. Grow up. Grow up. You got to become tougher than that. That's the journey of a man. Double standards. I want there to be double standards. I don't want my woman doing my jobs. I don't want my woman even working. I don't want my woman sitting there and saying, do we have enough money for... I just want her to know that everything's taken care of, and that's my job as a man. I just take care of things. I want my kids to never have to worry about money. I want my kids to just know that if somebody breaks into the house, they're dead. Dad's just going to cut their throat, and he won't even let us see it. Do you know what I mean? Just these things that are just in place that are just, we know, we trust you. We trust that you're going to sort everything. That's a blessing. So many of you guys think it's a curse. Oh, I'm a man. Life's tough being a man. Life is hard being a man. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's a blessing because of who it turns you into. It's an opportunity. Have you ever been in a job? Have you ever had a situation in your own business where something hard happens and then off the back of it you become a better individual? That's what it is. It's an opportunity. It's not a difficult time. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to tear yourself down to the floor and realize who you actually are as a man. Who you are at your core. How much can you put up with? What can you deal with? Are you the guy that people lean on and look to in times of trouble? If that's you, then you're going to succeed in life. And you should embrace those moments because you want to know. It's like going sparring and fighting a bunch of guys that you know you can beat up. There's no fun in that. Well, there's fun in that. But there's no challenge in that. There's no growth in that. You know you can win. What's the point? Whereas when you step in with somebody who's equally matched, who's just as big as you, just as strong as you, physically blessed, who can hurt you, can knock you out, something in your head is pushing you to get out of there. And you still get in. And you still give it all you've got. And you know, and this is the kicker, you know that you have to go full on to win because that individual is evenly matched. So then it becomes a different game. It's not a game of, I'm just quicker and stronger. I'm just more skillful. It becomes a game of you're very evenly matched. Then it becomes here. It becomes mental warfare. where you think to yourself, okay, I can win this in the 10th, 11th and 12th. That's different. That's a completely different ball game. That's entirely different. Pushing yourself to parts unknown in your brain, places you've never been before. That's where you want to go as a man. And it never stops. If you're lucky, it never stops. You want people to rely on you. You want things to stress you out. You want to be busy. You want a busy schedule. You want no time. That's a blessing. Because if you're the alternative and you're the other end of the totem pole, I'm telling you guys, it's a disastrous outcome. No money, no respect, all the time in the world, which is not good. It isn't good. Everyone thinks having all the time in the world is good. It's not. You want to be busy. You want responsibility. You want people reaching out to you. You want people stressing you out, putting problems on your plate. That's a great situation to be in. It means you're the king of your domain. It means that you are in control of everything around you. That's what you want. You want to embrace that. So many of you complain about double standards and why are women not held to the same standards? A woman should have to do this. If I have to do this, no. No. That, not at all. If an intruder breaks into my house and my wife is led next to me and my kids are in the room next door, I'm not going to be like, hey guys, get up. Come and help me. Just you take left leg, you take right leg, you go high, I'll go low. No, I just be like, you stay here, I'll close the door, give me a fucking weapon, I'm taking the guy's head clean off. That's how it should be. That's your blessing, that is your luxury, that is the best feeling in the world of being a man, is that you get to take on that responsibility and do your fucking job. Stop sitting there and complaining and worrying about double standards and she said this, but in my opinion, I think she should chip in some. What do you think? No. I'll pay for everything. I'll sort everything. I'll handle everything. You just look pretty. You just be there on my arm. Just look pretty. Just be the peace in my life. Like, that's all you need. And when it comes to your kids, they're causing you problems. That's your job to discipline them. That's your job to set a standard. If they're not falling into line, you're just not respected by your family. That's something you need to get on top of. If you've got problems in your workplace, it's because people are disrespecting you. You need to embrace more responsibility and the uncomfortable moments as a man. And like I said, it never goes away. You're going to be stuck with this forever. Everyone's looking to go back to their old life of, I wish it could go back to the way things used to be when I had a bit more time. I wish things could go back to the way they used to be when it wasn't as scary as it is now. The problems are massive now. It's very expensive. It's not slowing down and you don't want it to. Because if it slows down and you lose momentum and it starts regressing, you go backwards. And as a man, you do not want to go backwards. You want to embrace the change. You want to embrace the chaos. I told you guys years ago, I sit in the middle of a warm fire and it is roasting me every single day and I just sit calmly meditating in the middle of it. That's where I live. I live between the flames. It's never going to go down. If somebody chucks water on it, I'd be pissed because I like the chaos. I like the momentum of it. I like the fact that it keeps me sharp. It's sharpening the iron that is me. I need it every single day to keep me on my toes. I would encourage you guys to tell your woman to make life challenging for you. And I'm not talking about drama. You should sit down with your woman and say, keep me on my toes. Keep me on my toes. If I ever slack off, if I don't accomplish what I should, if I ever say something and I don't deliver on it, call me out on it. Stay on top of me. You want that responsibility as a man. That is pure masculinity. That is testosterone at its highest possible level. It is not going away. Your old life is not coming back. And I got to explain something to you guys. When you were a child, your parents would keep things from you. Teachers would keep things from you. The news would keep things from you. They would say, if you have children in the room, this is very distressing. Please get them to leave the room, turn around if that's what you choose to do. You've been lied to. As you've gotten older, I guarantee you've thought the same thing that I thought when I was younger. I didn't realize the world was this scary. I didn't realize that the world was this dangerous. Everything's getting worse. It's becoming, that's just a factor of age. That's as you get older, you reveal more. You understand more. And yes, certain places, crime statistics go up, but it's always been a factor. It's always been there. There's always been an underworld. You just didn't know it existed. Because if something bad happens, your parents would say, oh no, your dog didn't die. He just went to a place with all these other dogs and had a very good time. And that's where dogs go when they want to bought a new goldfish. Instead of just telling you it was dead, they bought another one. They just replace it. And that shows you that everything is hidden from you. Your parents would not turn to you and say, by the way, we're in like 50k of debt, probably going to lose the house. Tommy, we're fucked. Like, enjoy your sleep tonight, kid, but like, we're fucked. We're going through it right now. We might even get a divorce. How does 2 Christmases sound? They're not coming to you with that information. It's not until you get older that people go, he's big enough to handle this. So as you get older, that information then hits you and you go, oh, I miss the way things used to be. It used to be so much more simpler. I used to be so much happier. That's life as a man. When it gets revealed to you, it gets revealed to you fucking quick and it's not nice. Embrace it. And you sit there and you go, okay, this is it now. This is what it always was. This is what my dad had to deal with. This is what my granddad was dealing with. This is what all the men in my life were dealing with. This is what my boss was dealing with, but he didn't bring into the office every single day. Okay, now it's my turn. And you piss and moan for a year or two. I did it too. You piss and moan. You sit there and you give excuses and you say, but it's hard, but it's this. And then you just realize, do you know what? Fuck it. It's not going away. I'm stuck with this for life. This is what it means to be a man. This is my responsibility. I've chosen this life. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to double down and I'm going to get things done. And if I've got problems, I'm not bringing them home. I'm not telling anybody. I'm just going to present a perfect picture to the world and everyone's going to assume that I made it look easy. And that's the name of the game. That is the name of the game of being a man. It is to deal with all these challenges, do everything that needs to be done, kill yourself in the process, and constantly present an image to the world that you are perfect, that you made it look easy and you took everything in your stride and you are just a pillar of strength that anybody can lean on anytime. Because the moment, guys, that you show a second of weakness, a glimpse of weakness, your knees buckle for a second after a single punch, the whole world just gives up on you. I did it when I was younger and I admitted I had depression. Nobody let me go anywhere. Are you going to kill yourself? I'm never going through that again. If I'm going through shit, I am silently suffering on my own. If I'm going through business problems, I am silently suffering on my own and I am presenting the most perfect image to the world and everyone's going to be like, how did he make it look so easy? He just does everything in his stride. He makes it look so simple. I'll handle it. Are you sure? You're like, yeah. And then afterwards you think to yourself, how on earth am I going to handle that? But you do. And because of that, you grow. And then it becomes part of who you are. It becomes second nature and everything becomes easier. And you start doing it time and time and time again. And before you know where you are, that is the new version of you. You are no longer that individual that cannot handle stress tolerance. You are no longer that individual that can't handle tough information, problems. You just become somebody that becomes bigger than their problems, that can handle stress in an instant, that can deal with it at work, come through the front door, forget about it, and tell everyone the world is rosy, everything's great, and you keep those around you happy. Your wife, your kids, they shouldn't suffer. Your parents, they shouldn't know about this. They shouldn't suffer. You are the alpha male. You want to be that guy? That's why you're on this channel. That's why you're watching this type of content. You want to be that individual and step the fuck up. You can't be sat there anymore thinking, oh, I need somebody to call out to. I remember when my dad died, one of the first things I wanted to do within 6 months was call him and say, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with that? And I just realized, you know what? I'm my own dad now. That's it. I am the showrunner. I'm the guy at the top. I have nobody to turn to. And I realized pretty soon that is a blessing. It's a double-edged sword. Everyone wants to be the boss, but nobody wants to deal with the boss's problems. You're not going back in time, guys. I want to say that again. Everyone wants to be the boss, but nobody wants to deal with the boss's problems. Life, being a man, is a double-edged sword. And you got to understand this, a blessing. It's an opportunity to show who you really are, to test yourself to the elite level. Stop knocking out bums. In a boxing sense, stop stepping into the ring with journeymen that you already know you can beat before you even lace up the gloves. That is no way to live. Step in with somebody who could potentially beat you. Take on a challenge that could potentially destroy you. Embrace a life that is far beyond your current skill set and grow into it. That's the real way to become a man.